Boom, boom. This is kind of pretty welcome back to the channel. All right, so back from a little bit excursion we had this weekend. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So we got Soland reloaded up. Hugh dropped this morning. So you should see the icon for Roaming Oscar on your screen. This is the new character. Really good character. So probably going to end up going with him, actually. I was debating whether to go with Ling Ling or Oscar, and it looks like he's really got a good skill set. Okay, and so we're going to go ahead and give him a try and see how he goes out. So he'll be out. But if you go into the Soul Master sale, you'll find this chest right here, and this has got 20 shards for you. You don't need 20, you only need 10, but you can put those other 10 towards you to start working on her divine skill, or you can use it on someone else. I would suggest putting it towards the divine skill, since she is the most powerful character on global at this particular time. Of course, not on the Asian server because they're using SPs, but in global she is. So let's go ahead and I have taken the chest. Okay, and I have summoned her up. She's right here. Now I tell you, Liena. So I haven't done anything to her. She's completely based at this particular point. So we're going to go ahead and max everything out. Okay, so we'll start with the sets. You can do as you work through these. If you're unable to do the breakthroughs and whatnot, you can actually do these through a set. Okay. So let's go ahead and enhance to the max. Okay, that's going to take it up to the max of 220. Just make sure that you have enough gold, of course, to do that. You might not have it otherwise. So that's the enhancement. Breakthrough. Okay. So we went up to blue. Okay. And now it's going to automatically sweep to give you the actual requirements for the breakthrough. And it's going to take it up to 1. Okay. So basically, it automatically goes to and gets what you need. As I expected, I was going to need some of the real lower ones. Once we start getting into the oranges and whatnot, I'll have all of those, because I've been banking those, because those are the ones that are difficult to get. But this is just, yeah, the bowls. And I've got, as you can see, I've got a lot of stamina. Okay, so taking it up to 3. So I'm hoping I'll have enough. I've got a bunch of stamina saved up because I intended to max her out. Also, we're getting the actual medallions for the event. So make sure that you do, as you saw, one just passed by there. Those are for the carnival event that is up as well. Okay. So jumped all the way up to 1 in purple. Okay. So breakthrough on this. Okay, jumped up to 2. So it looks like I'm as you can see, what I'm missing is the actual specific little items. Like in this case, I'm missing the black turtle shell. So I'm not actually missing the soul rings. I'm actually missing some of the other low-level items that you need. So there's 3. So this was the tack soul ring. So this was the four purple soul ring. But as you can see, I have enough to get it. So, and I've got a bunch of stamina saved up. I got a bunch. Well, I got a bunch of Oscar sausages saved up. and we'll use those to continue. I want to try to get her up to gold. That's where everybody else is at. Okay, so we're going to break through that. Okay, we got up to 4. Okay, can't, we're going to have to start doing enhancements now. So once you get it up to orange, which is what I like to do, okay, so we're going to go back and we're going to go into the actual level up. And we're going to take her up to 112. As you can see, I saved up on my XP potions as well, too, because I wanted to make sure that I had enough for her. Because as you can see, once you start getting up there into it starts, you can start going through them pretty quick. And then skills, just make sure you have enough gold, and you can one-click level up all the skills. Now, as always, of course, the fusion skill is a requirement. We got Shadow, but we need Oscar. You don't have to build Oscar, as I've said before. You just need to obtain him. Once you've obtained him, you'll activate the fusion skill. And you want to do that because it does give you a pretty good buff, a 30% on anything that you can do to increase her attack. So that's up. So those medallions and whatnot that we were getting, that's inside the festival log-on event. That's there. Okay, we also have a limited event right here, and we've got the God Trials, which you're probably familiar with. We've had that up a couple of times. So we've got quite a few events going on. And this is the 1st of May celebration. They've got some pretty good stuff inside the exchange here. Okay, so there's some items that you might want to get. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Accessories and whatnot. Okay, so let's jump back into Hue. Okay, she should be moving up somewhere now here. Let's see where she's at. Right here she is. Okay, so let's jump back into the breakthrough. So we're going to break through some more. We need sausages, and I have sausages. I've got a Oscar one right there. And then as you can see, 139 sausages. I'll use 10 at a time just to see. I don't think I'm going to need too many of the actual ones towards the end, as I was saying before, because I collected most of the soul rings. So it's just going to be miscellaneous items. Okay, so we are now up to orange one. Okay. So as you can see, attack soul rings. As you can see, it didn't take much at all to get it. Okay, so +1. So I'm going to need 8 more. Just let it sweep, let it sweep, let it sweep. I know, it takes a long time, but for reference, we're going to be trying to getting it up to what we've got Oscar, the others up to. So we want to try to get him up to what we've got, not Oscar, Die. So we want to get them up, we'll try to get them up to 2. Okay. Basically, as far as we can go, because that's really the only way that we can actually. It's gated. Okay, you can only go so far. So you can't, you can't go. you can't get the materials that you need for certain characters until you reach a certain level. And Orange 2 seems to be about as far as we can actually get these to actually go in terms of breakthrough. Now, as you can see, it takes a lot of them to actually get it. Okay, so we're up to 2. Okay. Soul rings again. I did not expect to be needing soul rings at this particular point. I thought, well, I guess, I assumed that because, I guess if I did not have a character that had an orange 3, I might have come up short on some of those. But I'm pretty sure I had all the oranges. Yeah, as you can see, I've got massive amounts of everything else, but it's still the soul rings. So let's go to the bag real quick here. I don't want to use too many sausages because I don't want to. I've already hit my target of 100 a day that you need to do for the event. So I don't want to throw them all away at this particular time. So let's go ahead and break this through one more time. Hopefully I'll be able to get 50. It's really picky at the end here. Yeah, I got it this time. So let's see what that should take us to 3. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to have all the other stuff. Okay, got it 3. Yeah, still got. Didn't have anybody at 4 either. But that's why I kept the sausage. Oh, it's going to be a while to get this. But we're going to do it. I said I was going to max her out. So we'll be going up to orange here. Yeah. That's probably too much sausage. But the soul rings, you usually get 1 every 10 sweep is about what it falls onto. Well, what every 10 sweep is guaranteed. Sometimes you'll get 2. Then as you get further away and get higher in level, you can sometimes get 2. And then on occasion you might get 3. Okay, so we got it. So we need about 500 stamina. So I probably did about 600-700 sweeps today, maybe 1,000. I definitely activated my soul beast, so we'll have to activate him. Now you could do this through the set, auto, and do this. So you can actually auto it even more, but I'm just doing it this way just because it's interesting. All right, so now we're into yellow 1. Okay, so this was dragon skins that I needed, not soul rings. As I said before, it would not be soul rings. Because I have a bunch of soul rings and wanted to. I know that they were maxed out. So I knew that there wasn't going to be that. So we're going to go ahead and stop at this particular one because I'm not going to run 85 skins today. I will, of course, do it tomorrow. But we did get it up to yellow, which is almost maxed. Yellow 2 is as high as we can go at this particular point. We can't go to yellow 3. Well, I'll be able to go to yellow 3 in a day or two once I hit to level 113. Then I'll be able to do that. That'll open up the remaining items. There's several items that are still locked away that I can't get my hands on because they're behind that level. And since I haven't leveled up to 113 yet, I can't access the next this next story mode. So, but that should be happening in a day or two. As you can see, I'm real close right here. So just to show you what it is the actual. It's this. Can't get it right here. I can't sweep it yet because it's not available. So this is what's holding me up on the attack characters. There's others too. This is unobtainable. So as you can see, getting up to 1, 1, 2, and 3. Got to wait until you get up to a higher level. So once I hit 113, those things will open up and we'll be able to do them. All right, so we've got that taken care of. So the next thing we want to do is we want to do the rings. Let's do a handbook first here. Activate her in the handbook. Give me a 0.5% increase in attack and obtain bounty breakthrough for the one-armed bandit. And that's it. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and take a look at hues. Let's go ahead and first let's go ahead and take this off. So we're going to put Ta'a on her. Okay, and we're going to put the bird on her. And we're going to move the scorpion over to clear sky. As you can see, I saved up, so we can do a bunch of one-click upgrade on this, taking it all the way to max that out. And we can start bringing that up. Talents, we'll get those after. So as you can see, what am I lacking? Talent. Alright, so let's see here. Damage of spiritual enhanced by 50, add 1 heart fire. Hit points and attack. That's pretty good. So I need 1 more talent point, but I've already allocated the talent points. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I've allocated 6. Okay. I don't have another talent point. It's maxed out though. And I've got the upgrade materials. I need 32 out of 43. 83 out of 490. but it's saying I need the talent point. Well, I'm not exactly sure what's up with that. I guess it'll have to do possibly with skill level. We'll have to see. Don't have time to mess with it at this particular moment. All right, so where'd she go? Okay, she's... Where is she? Good lord, she already shot up to the fourth one, and I haven't even done the rings yet. Okay, so let's upgrade her. Okay, now as you can see, I've got a lot of this stuff. Okay. Okay, so let's take her up. So we've got 2 stars. So one click add. Okay, so it's taken 1400. Okay, so it's a lot of shards. So everybody get ready to count. Okay, so 130 for the first one. Okay. $240 for the second one. So 2 stars, 3 stars. $360. Second 4 stars. $470 to 5 stars. 470. Okay. 590 to go to a moon. This is of course taking a lot of gold, so make sure that you do have the gold saved up that you're going to need. 730. That's a lot. So 730 to 2 moon. $880 to 3 moon. $1,020 to 4 moon. And 1,160 to 5 moon. Okay. All right. Sun time. 1340 to 1 sun. Let's go and start using these. 1510 to 2 sun. This is so much more than it was for an SS and the SS pluses. $16.80 to 3 sun. As you can see, I've got them. I told everybody. For those of you who did not believe me, I told you I had them banked up. 1860 to 4 sun. And 2030 for 5 sun. Okay, so those are the numbers that you're going to need. So I'm not going to add them up for you, but you can do the addition. But as you can see, it takes a lot. And that'll get you max to 5 sun. Okay, rings. Can we enhance these to max? Okay, there we go. Now these rings I have already actually I'm going to be awakening. I'm not going to do that in this video because that would make it run too long. But so I've got it to 2 sun. That's about as high as we can go with the rings, and I still got enough. But see, you have to get to different levels. As I was telling you, things are gated. Okay, but I'm going to be awakening all of this stuff. I'm going to do that in the next video, which will probably be tomorrow, the next day. I won't keep you waiting on that now that I'm back. But yeah, and that's what we'll be doing in terms of getting her ready to go. Now, as you can see, she's 3. Now we're missing the biggest thing that we could put on her at this particular point. All right. So what we decided to do is we're going to go ahead and take this set off of the soul bone set. Okay. So we're going to remove this. Remove this. This is what I was telling you, to not be afraid to build up these rings on somebody. You can move them to someone else whenever you want. It's just as simple as just taking it off, and you can put it on somebody else. Okay, so then we're going to equip this on her. I need to go in and dissolve those bones. I don't focus on any of the other sets anymore. They're just useless. I go red for everything. Okay. Equip, so we got a full set right now, okay? So, and then she's max already. She's well above, quite above now that he's got his soul bones taken off. But I'm going to be putting, so you can remove these as well. Okay, I'd say she's right up there. All right, so that's the set that we've got on her for right now. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take the set off a clear sky. His soul bone set right here. Okay, and we're going to put that on him. And then we're going to start building this set up while it's on him. Because I'm to the point where I can start focusing on another set. I've been saving up the divine blood so I could do that. I want to make sure I have a good set on him, so because he's my tank and don't want to die. So the set I've got on him's a little bit better. It's about the same, so not much better. All right, so let's go ahead and go back in, and one more thing we're going to do is we're going to take the set off a clear sky here. Going to be spending a lot of time tomorrow and the next day just reorganizing everybody and resetting up my support teams. I'm going to have to redo all that stuff for all the characters. Pick the ones I'm going to use for, secondary team and start putting the best sets on them. I'm going to have to redo all that stuff now because I've got got Clear Sky coming into the mix now, so I can start utilizing him. He's still a good attacker. He's just not quite up to up to snuff with some of the newer Triple S characters. That's the only reason he's getting replaced. If you have him, he's still a good choice. If you're new to the game, you build him up, get him tough, make him tough, put a good set on him until they they'll do well. Then when the time comes in, you just move him to support team. Okay, so we basically got most of that set up right there. I got to figure out this. I'm going to work on this. Why they're not letting me upgrade this spirit avatar advancement stones. So do I need, I guess I'm short. I guess I need 43, and the only way to get these is of course in the events. So I'll have to look for the spirit avatar advancement stones, and I'm gonna have to get a lot of those apparently because this has only got her to 2 moon. I was not projecting that. I'd saved up the avatar essence. Was not aware that we was going to have to use this advancement stone. And apparently you can only get it in vents, so I have to wait. Easily got my normal moves for today. I'm not going to venture how many I did. But that's going to be good, and I'll show you why that's going to be good. If you go into the Oscar Soulmaster sale, you're going to need a bunch of these medallions for the Soulmaster exchange right here. To get, you have the 50 that you can get purchased in the shop, the 40. You can get the other 40 right here inside of this event. Okay. And that'll give you the 90, and then of course the 10 that you can get that. So, as you can see, you need these 40 to get to that. So we're going to exchange. And I've now almost got them all. I'm still a little bit short. I am 7 short of the 100 that I need, but I'll get those when I do my farming tomorrow. So as you can see, you're going to have to farm a lot of stages over the next 3 days to get these medallions. But they drop in all stages. There's no specificity to each stage. Just make sure you just do as many as you can and get them. You can actually purchase some of those medallions. They're expensive though. So keep that in mind. So if you're unable to have the time to run or the stamina to run, you could purchase the actual medallions. Some of them, I don't think you can purchase enough to actually get all of them. Right here, you can purchase 330 of them, 300 of them. That should be enough, I think, to get the ones that you need, because you need 47, 280. Yeah, that should be enough. But that's 150 each 10. So, and there's also a time limited group buy up. So you might want to be focusing on this as well too. So that having to use your diamonds on something else other than this would not be a good option there. So get everything that you need in here. There's good soul. Get the. So I purchased a lot of stuff in here. I purchased almost 10,000 worth today, just specifically for that. So you can set this up to do your Soul Beast invasion. It'll do it for you automatically. It'll also purchase the tickets. It'll also summon the Soul Beast, your soul, and fight it for you. And I'm going to have a lot of them. I have it set on my tablet where it actually runs the actual sweep, and then it actually does that inside I tried that on. I'm on the emulator here, and I tried it on the emulator, and it was catching and freezing inside of the sweeps, which is unusual because I have an exceedingly powerful computer. So I think it has something to do with the priority. So, but and I haven't had a chance to take a look at it and analyze exactly where it's at. So for whenever I'm doing anything on the emulator, I just do it through gameplay. As you can see, it works fine. It's a little bit on the slow side, but yeah, but yeah, these games are designed to run Android or iPhone, Apple software. So running it through the emulator, it does the same thing, but as we all know, the emulators uh, run some games really well. Some games they don't run really well. So it runs Soul Beast fine actually, except I'm sorry, it runs Soul Land fine, except for this one issue I have where the Soul Beast catches and it doesn't freeze, but I think it's going to. Plus, it takes a really long time because it's catching, so it just makes me a little bit nervous. So I just don't do it on here. But you can run those and all the things. So see, it summoned my mutated beast and defeated it. Okay, so it's nice to have that, but that's inside of Woo's shop. Okay, keep an eye on that battle pass. Wow. Well, we don't have to worry about my soul beasts not being done. So also remember to go into the lucky treasure token tasks. This is soul beast as well too. It's not a whole bunch of them, but you might as well claim it. I didn't hit anything today. I actually hit some diamonds actually, but which is not what you would want to hit considering the event. Okay, I've got to do 3 more for my Elite Terminator. Interesting. I thought that would have been done on that and the Abyss, but I'll do those afterwards. All right, so tomorrow we're going to have some more. Tomorrow we're going to focus on awakening. Okay, I'm going to fully awaken her. Okay, so I've got a bunch of awakening items that I have to synthesize. If you look at my grocery here, so I've got a bunch of S that I've got to summon all these. Then I've got to synthesize them inside the shop and synthesis them. I've also got some. So as you can see, I've got to put all these to use. Okay, and format them, and then I'll see where I'm at in terms of awakening. I've never for the awakening requirement to fully awaken. You don't have to fully awaken the rings. It's just the armor. Okay, you need to focus the 4 pieces of armor. So don't let that stop you. As you can see from my tank sand, I only have him. I don't even have his ring done at all. But all the requirement is you need to fully awaken these pieces of armor. These 4 pieces. This is not a requirement for the event inside of the Soul Force trial. Okay, you'll have it down here at the bottom. It's fully awaken a number of characters. That to fully awaken the character, you just need the armor. You don't need the rings. Okay, which is good because that would not be good because the ring. I have really bad luck in rings. But so what you're gonna do is you're gonna have to cast all these. And I'm gonna have to synthesize them in here. Okay, so I can just make them and then I can make one for Triple S. And as you can see, I've got a bunch of them, so I'll be able to. I won't be able to fully max it out, but I'll be able to do some serious damage. I'll be able to maybe get like 3 or 4 awakening, which is more than I've got on anybody else. Okay, and then from there we'll be able to determine. So we're at 22 billion. Okay, and as we start, working through Hue here, getting a little bit more. I think we've got pretty much the best set that we've got on her at this particular point. And tomorrow we'll go ahead and do some, do some fighting as well, and let we see if we can beat some of the levels. But I should have that now. So we've got you, of course, as expected. Evil Eye, second, as expected. Um, Oscar will be replacing Tang San, and then Inming, and that'll be the main team. Secondary team will be Tang San, Wu, Clear Sky, and Ren. Okay, will be the primary focus on the secondary team. Okay, now supports are different. When you have one team, but you have the others coming off a support, you don't want to particularly use, like you don't want to use Ren coming off support. Ren doesn't do damage. A support, you want a support to come out and do damage. So supports will most likely be Wu, Clear Sky, and probably Bow, most likely, will be the ones that I'll have coming off a support. So I'll be maxing out all of these characters to 112, putting the skills into them. I wanted to make sure that I could get Hugh done first. As I showed how many XP potions it took, I was really nervous about how I was going to have enough. So I wanted to wait until that was done. And then after that's done, I'll be able to normalize and put 112 across the board, all the skills, and then we'll start working on one by one. We'll start making the second team as powerful, and then we can start moving up. But yeah, really impressed with you, and I expect to see a massive increase in the damage, and we'll have to take a look at that and see. She does have, she does have everything pretty much done in terms of items, except for one thing. Okay, took her up to 50. I've been saving those for some time, as I have been for the physical skills. So we're going to be actually working on getting these 60. So let's go one click max. Okay, so we tinned that one out. I prefer to go for the attack ones first. For her, I'm going to go for the attack ones, since she's an attacker, and we'll tin those out. I'll go ahead and do team attack too. Then I'll come back around and hit. In her case, I'm going to hit points, and then okay. So team attack base, hit points. Yeah, okay. All right. So now we're going to go hit points. Team hit points. I'll come back and get those later. All right, so now we want to go for defense. Looks like I might have enough to get them all done. I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to have a chance to get them all. So 10, 10, 10, 10, team defense. Click max. All right, so then did I have enough? Yes, it looks like I had enough. So max them all out. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Yeah, had just enough almost, yeah. I did saving those up as well. So that's where those came from. So, all right, let's do this. So place all, let's see what we got. So we are at 3720. We're now 3920. Yeah. So yeah, from 61 to 63. So they should all be SSs now, I believe. It's amazing, even if you don't have, it's just based on their character type. So you could have a maxed out SS plus, and then have a character that has absolutely no, it's just base, completely base everything, nothing at all on her, such as Zoo. And Zoo will take a place in here over the SS plus, because it apparently gives you the SP based on the type. So we've only got one left, I believe. Yeah, Tang San is the only one left. He'll be gone when we get Oscar. These will all be they will all be the triple S characters in here. There won't be any of the SS pluses, just by comparison. So, but it gives you a pretty big boost. So it's definitely something that you want to focus on. Not quite enough to take me up to the thing though. All right, so that's everything, guys and gals. We will be coming back tomorrow, and I said we'll do Awakening tomorrow, and we'll go through some stuff. And hopefully we can get her ready, and we can see what kind of damage she's going to be doing. But as I expected, she's already got well more soul power than, more BP than Oscar had. Oscar's a good attacker, but he's not that good of an attacker. If you take a look at Oscar's skill set, he's complete attack. Okay, he heals based on his attack. Okay, so he has attack. So that's what's going to make him interesting. Increases in attack speed and attack, as well as supplying the healing. So I don't get a lot of attack out of Tang San. Okay, he does okay, but he's not going to be anywhere near what a triple S is going to do. The triple S, especially the top two ones, which should be Hugh and Oscar. But Oscar's a straight attack and attack speed buff, which are the two most important qualities that you want to buff if you want to buff your attacker, which is attack speed and attack, and that's what he focuses on. And it's based on how well his attack is how much he heals. Okay, as well as reverse debuffing as well too. So he has a lot of really good qualities. And when you start, definitely going to be a character that you want to look at. So I'm probably going to end up going with him. Pretty much 99% sure. I wanted to take a little bit more. I haven't had a chance to really sit down and run the numbers yet. It takes a little while to do that, and like I said, I just got back this evening, so I haven't had time to do speak clearly on everything, because I don't want to say anything that it's not accurate. So, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be going with him. But from what I've seen, he looks to be a little bit better than Ling Ling in terms of what he offers. And as I expected, he's going to be able to attack as well, which is what I was hoping for. All right, so yeah, I'll talk about it again tomorrow, but I just wanted to go ahead and get this video out and showing you everything that we need to do. And I'll have a total for you tomorrow on how many shards it took. I've got them all written down. I'll add them up, but it's a lot. Okay, I think it was 18, or was it like 16,000 to do an SS plus? Well, this is probably going to be close to that, but I think it's going to be just a bit more. So we'll have to see. All right, so thanks a lot. Remember to subscribe. When you subscribe, to see the bell, click on it. Get notified each time I drop a video. It's Ken York coming at you from the corner, signing out.